MykrowaveTv.
Public in Jamaica was in a deep dark hole, was in crisis under the People's National Party. It was so bad that one young doctor, speaking on behalf of other doctors, made a big speech carried all over the media. Him say it is so bad that doctors have to use scandal bag to make scandal apron to perform surgery in the public health system under the PNP in 2015. I don't me say so. I him say so. In 2016, the Jamaica Labour Party took office, and we saw the challenges in public health, and we set out to fix it. We exchanged the scandal apron for a shopping bag, and we decided to go shopping to upgrade the health infrastructure in this country. And as Edward Siaga the Great would say, it takes cash to care. This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget? Well, for the first time in history, under this JLP administration, 6 hospitals across the country are undergoing substantial renovation through construction. Spanish Town Hospital, Cornwall Regional Hospital, after years of neglect, is now being rebuilt as a new hospital. Western Child and Adolescent Hospital, in support by the Chinese government, is a brand new hospital. University Hospital of the West Indies and St. Anne's Bay and Maypen Hospital being built by Labour for the first time, the biggest construction project ever in the rebuilding of our health infrastructure, over $250 million worth of building. But you may ask the question, what does that mean for the average patient in a hospital? What does that mean for the staff, the surgeons in the hospital? Well, let me just give you a little example. What that will mean is that we will have some 30 brand new operating theaters between all those hospitals with all new equipment. It will mean over 500 new beds for patients who are waiting and can't get a bed added to the stock of beds in the public health system. It will mean all new equipment, MRI machines, X-rays, CT scans, and a more spacious environment for the patients and staff working in public health. We are building back stronger, active and strong under the Labour Party, based on where we are coming from back in 2015. But we're not stopping there. Because again, for the first time in history, in this country under the Jamaica Labour Party, public health is going digital. $15 million spent so far. And if you don't believe me, go to Maypen Hospital, go to Spanish Town Hospital. Patient turn up for registration. They are registered on computer. Information move from registration area to doctor's office on the computer. And if patient has to be admitted into a ward, their personal data is transmitted to the ward space. What does this mean? It means easier access to records. It means that your file now going to last again because you have to go look for it in a filing room. It means better management of patients and also quicker analysis by the doctors. Building under Labour, active and strong, digitization of health records, which is going to continue under this Jamaica Labour Party. But I go further, because we have to compare in order to move forward with the plan that we have. In 2015, less than 1 million Jamaicans, or should I say 1 million prescriptions were written under the National Health Fund to give Jamaicans free medication or subsidized medication. Last year, 3 million prescriptions were written for Jamaicans right across the length and breadth of this country so they can access free or subsidized Medicare under a stronger National Health Fund. In fact, we have added 8 additional categories of illness, including treatment for cancers, which is very expensive, and 2 areas for diagnostic tests that have been subsidized under this Jamaica Labour Party. The National Health Fund is stronger than ever and certainly continuing to be strong to respond to the sick profile of our population. We're building, but we're not just focused on hospitals. We focus also on our community health center. Under this Andrew Holness government, we have put more money in upgrading and building out our community health centers than any other government in recent history. In fact, if you ask Farmer Joe, who live in Malvern, how it feels to go to the Malvern Health Center, or Miss Nicey down in Catherine Hall, West Central, St. James, how it feels to go to the Catherine Hall Health Center, they will tell you that right now, unlike in the past, we walk into an AC area. We have nice chairs to sit on. The doctor's quarters have been improved. The staff have kitchen to relax with microwave and refrigerator. We are upgrading our primary healthcare institutions like never before in order to encourage community healthcare. We're building out active and strong under the Jamaica Labour Party.
Come on and do your part. Vote for the best. Vote for Jamaica.
And so the Jamaica Labour Party is the right choice at this time, because when we compare 2015 to today, we are well ahead and Jamaicans are better off. You know, if your son drop out of a mango tree and him having permanent teeth and him unfortunate enough to lose them, he can go to one of 75 dental health clinics in the public health system, measure up them teeth and get artificial teeth or dentures free of cost under the Jamaica Labour Party. We look out for the average Jamaican. And if you are unfortunate enough to lose a leg because of diabetes or some other form of illness, we have the New Limb, New Life, where you can register with the Disabilities Association and get a prosthetic leg so you can move around again. So labor rights, that is what we represent. Tangible, real impact. And so when they ask you, what have we done as a party in public health? First of all, we have inherited a crisis and we are building back stronger, active and strong. Now I am prepared to say, and I want you to listen to me carefully, that all is still not where it ought to be. I am in the trenches. I have seen the concerns. I face the music every day on behalf of this government and listen to the people. But if you compare 2015 with today, there is no doubt that public health is better off today than before under this Jamaica Labour Party.
Vote for Labour. Grab your Labour vote.
So I say to you, when they come and talk and they claim to have a plan, we want to know what that plan is, because we are executing a plan. Things will get better. They are already better. And so I asked them the same question that them posed to us. How could we want to, as Jamaicans, go back to the days of 2015 with scandal bag making, scandal aprons? What can go so, ladies and gentlemen?
Mr. God can go so, what can go so? No, Mr. God. Mr. God can go so, what can go so? No, Mr. God. Mr. God can...
I close by saying the following. Health is a partnership It requires all of us. It requires you, the Jamaican people. It requires us as government and cabinet, members of parliament, leaders, our international partners, and we want to proceed in this manner. I want to take the opportunity to thank all those who have been on board as we seek to expand and upgrade our health infrastructure. Our doctors and nurses, our healthcare workers. Although we are not yet where we ought to be, the truth is we are better off under Labour. The Jamaica Labour Party, active and strong, building back healthcare. God bless you. One love, Labour rights. God bless you, Jamaica.
I love my life. I love my life. I love my life.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Christopherson. Give him another big round of applause. Doing an excellent job. Labour rights. In 1938, the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union was formed. Sir William Alexander Bustamante decided that he wanted to build a strong political organization. And it was out of the BITU that gave birth in 1943 to this great Jamaica Labour Party. Let's welcome to conference President General of the largest trade union in the English-speaking Caribbean, Senator Kevin Gill.
Jump around and you know so you're ready. Worky, 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 worky. Watch it now, every pussy come listen me now. What's up?
Show our labour rights. Show it to the working class labour rights. Show it to the working class of Jamaica. You know, today I bring greetings from the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union. And the last time I stood on this platform, a certain comrade criticized me to ask how a trade unionist can stand on the platform of the Jamaica Labour Party. Well, let that comrade understand that there is a strong connection between the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union and the Jamaica Labour Party, and that connection will never be broken. We are a party for the working class. We have stabilized this economy for the working class. We have created the necessary growth for the working class. We have reduced unemployment in the history of Jamaica that no other administration have done. We are the party for the working class in Jamaica.
Work, 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 work. You see me heavy work, 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 work. You see me do me there.
We leave no workers unturned. We carry every worker and we protect every worker. When we raise the minimum wage 2 years in a row to unprecedented amount, we were protecting the working class in Jamaica. We have created more training, more skills, more development, more certification under the hard trust for the working class in Jamaica, other than the history of this country. We are continuing to prepare the working class for the changes in this country. We are a government that is active and strong. And labor rights, you know, to be a successful government, we have to depend on our public sector workers. For many years, for many decades, public sector workers, when they get a little increase, it was single digit. Under the Jamaica Labour Party government, for the last 3 years, we have had increases for public sector workers more than 100%. We are the party for the public sector workers in Jamaica.
Let's drink to the hard-working people.
strong government working for the working class. You know, for many years, workers have contracts, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. They were not secured in their employment. In the public sector, more than 10,000 jobs in permanent was given to public sector workers. Let me use this opportunity to commend Dr. Nigel Clark for the work he has done as Minister of Finance in the public sector. We have more work to be done. The JLP is led by a government led by Dr. Andrew Holness, who is the best Prime Minister in the history of this country. We have to continue to improve in our growth. We have to continue to improving the economy. I want to say that we are always going to be finding challenges. Today I want to make a call for our tourism workers that are exposed and they are vulnerable. But we have a Minister of Labor and a Minister of Tourism that is going to respond to the call of all our tourism workers. Labor rights. The JLP has long positioned itself as the party for the working class, advocating for policies and initiatives that promote economic empowerment, job creation, improve the standard of living for the working class. We have always strengthened our working class, and we have always promoted a better quality of life for our working class. We will continue to reduce inequalities in income. We will continue to promote education for the working class, and we will continue to ensure that every working class will benefit from our national development. The JLP is that active and strong party. And so, labor rights, there is no need for a change. Don't let anybody come tell you about any change. Because some of the people who are asking for change, they will change on you. And so you must not trust them. The power that we have is a power that is invested to benefit our people. It's a power to develop economic growth, a power to promote more social programs and safety net, a power for public investment in infrastructure, a power for tax relief and wage increases. In the history of this country, we have given to the working class on the one hand, and we have never taken anything in terms of taxation to the working class. We will continue to improve the rights of workers. We will continue to promote worker development. We have proven that we are a party for debt reduction, and we have proven that we are a party for fiscal responsibilities. We use our power wisely. But I want to call on conference. Don't be distracted. Don't be dismayed. I want to call on us to continue to promote party unity, because unity and progress will make our nation strong. Shower labor rights.
Oh no, me and the labor. Oh yes, voting for labor. Alright, me and the labor. Bring them, voting for labor. Join them, me and the labor. Voting for labor. Oh yes, me and the labor. Voting.
You know, Bustamante is the father of Jamaica. Bustamante championed the cause of the poor and the depressed in this country. And it is through the BITU and the Jamaica Labour Party that has given hope to the future of this country. And we must never forget the wickedness of those who are trying to trick you and to fool you, labor rights. And so, we come to conference today, an important day in the life of this great Jamaica Labour Party. And I want now to bring to the microphone the chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, the Member of Parliament for St. Mary Weston. Let's welcome Bobby Robert Montague.
Right now, man, take you too hot for them. I go get solar light in a topping, and him I go upgrade water system in a areas like Hamilton Mountain. But Mr. Man, take you for leader in a St. Mary Western region. Yeah, them regular Bobby Bill or Rockabessa. But them
should I know St. Mary me come from? Should I know say me grow from it winter? Should I know say give us hand bun?
Yes, prosperity.
Conference chairman, my deputy chair, officers of this party, members of parliament, caretakers, senators, mayors, councillors, bloggers, members of the diplomatic corps, members of the press, other specially invited guests, delegates and supporters of this great party, and fellow Jamaicans who are watching, good howdy. Good howdy to you. We must first of all give God thanks for this journey of 81 years. It has been a good journey because this year celebrates our 80th year as we took government in 1944. I wish to pause to pay tribute and salute all the fallen laborites since we last met. People like Mr. Lizzie, Jamintel, Miss Norma MacLeod, Councillor Townsend, and the many more laborites who have been called home. I also want to big up all the past workers who can't work anymore, but their hearts are still with us, and we thank you for your service.
This is for my fallen soldiers. We miss you. I know you can win.
Laborites, let me also big up the councillors and councillor caretakers too. They are the real soldiers in the Jamaica Labour Party. Laborites, in our 80th year, in terms of candidate selection and placement, we are on track with our program. The constituencies have been reviewed, and over the coming weeks, we will be consulting with you, the delegates and supporters. So tell such man from such place that we are in no rush for any election. Dr. Wholeness will call it when Dr. Wholeness is ready.
So all them attack, man a step up, catch up them a play, man a play. When the star boy walk,
we have things to do, and we are doing them according to our timetable. In St. Mary and elsewhere, we have water projects to finish and road work to start. The people of Masonall and Kidland and other communities across Jamaica are looking out for their water before the end of the year. There are other water projects to be completed, and enough road work are going to start soon. So I say to the people of Mango Valley and other communities, we're ready for you now, but we are sorry for the delay. We apologize to all road users, but Dr. Wholeness plans for road soon bus, and you will see. But just like how the party is active, the government is active too, because roads right across Jamaica are bad, but work soon start on them. Water is turning on in every parish. Houses are being built, houses are being repaired, educational opportunities are created, enough jobs are being created, and a whole heap more things are going.
Other things have been done, other things have been done, other things have been done. Mama just come, follow me.
The people of St. Mary want to thank the Prime Minister for the free zone project at the airport, where hundreds of St. Mary people and others will get work. St. Thomas got their urban center.
Portland getting theirs, is St. Mary term, and more to come in other parishes. This government is active. This government is strong. As usual, conference, St. Mary people will never forgive me if I don't call on the government to make Chief Taki a national hero, because he deserves it. He led the largest and longest war against slavery. He started the great resistance. He's an inspiration. Equally, we must today call on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to ask them to redouble their efforts to have placed before President Joe Biden a request for a pardon for His Excellency Marcus Mosiah Garvey before the end of January. And please remind the President that the Black Star Liner Company was registered in Delaware. Let me also, on your behalf as chairman of the party, congratulate President-elect Trump on his resounding victory. And we must ask that more farm work and hotel work visas be issued, because many people across Jamaica want an opportunity to go on the program, to better their lives and to better the lives of their families. And we must continue the discussions to allow Jamaicans with a clean record to travel to the United States without a visa. This government is active because we want to see you become strong. This government don't give handout. We want to give you an opportunity to improve yourself. Labor rights. In the elections on Friday, we lost 2 municipal seats and we won 2 parliamentary seats. Let me congratulate our candidates for the tremendous job they did in that election. And we look forward in welcoming the 2 members of Parliament to Parliament.
All them attack, all them attack. You see, all them attack, all them attack.
We want to thank all the MPs, ministers, caretakers, senators, councillors, mayors who went into the different areas to give support to the candidates. The Jamaica Labour Party thanks you for your service. And we say to the people in the 2 municipal divisions, don't be daunted or discouraged. It's not the results we wanted, but it is the results we got. But there are 3 basic lessons that came from those elections. Lesson number 1. We must pay more attention to the poor and vulnerable, to the people's agenda, to cost of living, to roads, to light, water and housing. Lesson number 2, we must help more people to start small businesses or expand, and we must grow our footprint in the digital economy. And lesson number 3, we must take more care of our party workers. This party, your party, intends to do just that. We are paying more attention now to our party workers, creating more opportunities for them. Our party leader started the scholarship program where the children of party workers can get a scholarship or a grant to continue their education. But we intend to go further.
I'm in your corner, friend. I'm in your corner. Anytime the trouble is on, I'm in your corner.
Our party workers are the foundation of democracy. The soldiers against poverty and the salt of the earth. We thank them and we salute them. People want opportunity, not backwardness. Your party, the Jamaica Labour Party, has heard your cry for help. Help with the daily living. Help with the children. Help on the farm. Help to repair your house. The party leader has heard you too. And that is why recently he said it is time to pivot. We in the Labour Party know that it is time to change course for the next chapter. The party leader has heard you loud and clear, and he will start the change. He has promised to pivot, He has already warned MPs and ministers. He has warned about the arrogance, the stiff-neckedness, the haughtiness. It is the people's agenda and the people's priority is what the next chapter is about. Labor rights, my fellow Jamaicans, I believe the leader. I trust the leader. And I am confident that the leader will pivot. And I want you to believe too. Some people have been asking, why do the Jamaica Labour Party want a third term? We want a third term to complete what we have started. Remember, we lost 3 years because of COVID. So many things could not be done. But even during COVID, this government never laid off not even one government worker. And we granted money to those who were laid off by the private sector. And we assisted many others with the compassionate grant. Let's not forget, a sole Labour Party government active in a poor people's life.
Grab your neighbor, vote for Labour. Tell your neighbor to vote.
The third term is needed so that the poor and vulnerable can get proper help, so that party workers can help, so that Jamaica can be stronger. The third term is needed so that farmers can get more inputs, so that the taxi man, the bus owner and the driver can expand their business and the vendors can upgrade. The third term is needed so that we can unite as a country and do more to reduce crime and violence. It is a cancer that is costing the country almost 4% of GDP, or about $40 billion. Do you know what we could do with even half of $40 billion to improve the lot and the lives of poor people? The third term is needed to create more opportunities for our youths, create more space for women, especially single mothers, and to create more programs to help the elderly. The third term is needed so we can reform the procurement process, but keep the checks and balances so that government projects can be implemented faster to benefit you, the people of Jamaica. The third term is needed so that more contract workers can be made permanent and more respect can be given to our workers because it is needed. And remember, the Jamaica Labour Party, your party, is the only party that was born out of the union. Other unions were born out of parties. The Labour Party was born out of the union, and that is why we respect our workers so much. The third term is needed so more people can get pipe water, more communities can get light and street lights, more roads and bridges, and more drains can be repaired. The third term is needed so more informal communities can be upgraded and that we can issue more titles and give people who live in them respect and legitimacy. The third term is needed so more people can get a hope house under the other people them build board house with outside toilet, one drop. Andrew Holness built concrete house with inside bathroom. The third term is needed so more people can get an NHT benefit. The third term is needed so your house and your neighbor's house can be repaired. Labor rights, I trust Andrew Holness, and you must trust him too. He has started to move you from poverty to prosperity. You need to allow him to continue what he has started. Remember the 1.5 tax break, the increased part payments, assistance during COVID. Andrew Holness started the social pension program, reduced the debt to GDP ratio from 140% to less than 70%. The lowest unemployment rate in our history, reduction in all major crimes. Andrew Holness needs to finish what he has started for you, and that is to pay attention to your needs. He knows your struggle because he has struggled too. He knows your pain because this little youth from Spanish Town has felt it too. Andrew Holness has made mistakes. He has had challenges and issues. But remember, he's human. He's not perfect. He is human and his blood runs through his vein, but his heart is in the right place. He knows that the third term is needed because it is your turn. The third term is your time. The third term is your term. The third term is loading, and it is loading for you. It is loading for your family. It is loading for your community. The third term is your term. It's your turn. It's your time. Labor rights, one love, shower labor rights. The third term is loading for you.
Come on and do your part. Vote for the best. Vote for the
Labor rights. We're getting ready. But here's a man, the festival song without a center in 2019. Loaded Eagle. Come load it here. A conference on the arrival of party leader next and Prime Minister Andrew Holness who are come.
Labor right. Ring the bell then. Winner, 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 winner. JLP, winner, 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 winner. Labor right. Winner, 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 winner. Ready and labor right. Ready. Labor party big up Jamaica. We never want to Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. God we love with Jamaica. And you are big up Jamaica. We never want to Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. God we love with Jamaica. Them call we jam down. The island in the sun. If you want some fun, Labor Party we second to none. Boy, give me the jelly water. Walk and keep back run down. The reggae beats with the drum. We should like here ready that's why it's from. Labor right, big up Jamaica. We never want to Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. Because we love the Jamaica. And you are big up Jamaica. We never want to Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. Because we love the Jamaica. Oh, how many party we are done. We little bit, but we strong. You see a boat, big up Sherian. Black gold and green in a Caribbean. We love the work of William. Let us see all Labor right strong. Our love never change. We big up Shiny, we love Babsy Grange. And you are big up Jamaica. We never want to Jamaica. We never let Jamaica. Because we love Jamaica. Alright, big up Jamaica.
Hell! Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. I have to show my respect. I want to make some nice for all of the hard-working member of parliament. Yes. I'm big up to my MP, Mr. Samuda. I'm my Councillor Diane. I'm my Prime Minister Andrew. Are you ready again?
Labor right.
Who ready? Who am I, sir?
Let's welcome
the
Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Anything we say, say Andrew.
Andrew.
Anything we say Andrew.
Who are the champion? Who are the big man? Who are the island? Who got the best land? Who are the champion? Who are the big man? Who are the island? Who got the best land? Labor right, we ready now. Labor right, we ready now. Ring the bell, them heavy now. Ring the bell, them ready again. Labor right, we ready now. Labor right, we ready now. Get the hand, them ready now. I'm ready again. The river coming down, no bank to bank is coming down. The river coming down, no bank to bank is coming down. Labor right coming down, no bank to bank is coming down. Brothers coming down, to bank ready again. Again. Who are the champion? Who are the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best land? Who are the champion? Who are the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best plan? Who are right we ready? And Andrew, who was the big man? Andrew, who run the island? Andrew, who got the best plan? Who had the champion? Who was the big man? Who run the island? Who got the best plan? Andrew, Labour right, we ready now. Labour right.
Next one. This is my last one.
Labour right.
Hold on. Are you ready now? Run it, don't turn it down.
Labour right.
Me hear them attack. Basically, Labour right.
Labour right.
Me are telling you something. Don't turn it down, run it.
Who ready?
Are you ready?
Ring the bell.
Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they Labour right, go mash them up.
Yeah.
Labour right, why mash them up?
Why?
Them can't run, them can't hide, them can't do what they
Labour right,
why mash them up?
Yeah.
Labour right, why mash them up?
Why?
Road and things now, we ever go on there. House and bill now, we ever go on there. The development, we ever go on there. Love the progress, we ever go on there.
Ring the bell, them we ever know on now. Blow the hand, them we ever know on. Bust the move, them we ever know on.
Who that?
Him a real champion.
Them can't run,
Them can't hide,
them can't do what they get.
Andrew, why
Mash them up, Labour right, why mash them up? Why? Them can't run,
them can't hide,
them can't do what they get.
Labour right, I go
Mash them up,
Labour right,
and go mash them up. Let me see the two finger. If you vote for Labour, get yourself together. Make we vote for Labour. Remember you share it.
remember you share it. Honorable Santa
Shine forever. Them can't run, them can't. Love for the Labour right. Who do ring it back? Labour right, why mash them up? Why?
Labour Rights Conference. Let's welcome party leader, Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew.
Here I come, with love and not hatred. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Envy no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there'll come the day when you'll be free by the Father's hand. Leave up your children.
Fighting against conviction game, one man against all nation. I didn't possess no damage, no wealth, so I became one man against the world. One man against the world. Fighting against men and people, yeah. Fighting against all evil. God knows. Those they really from, or who they really are, they might win the battle, but they just won't win the war. Cause I am one man against the world. One man against the world.
JLP,
the victory is mine. Lord knows.
Jamaica Labor Party.
shout, 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 shout.
Fighting against conviction. Say this a one man against all nation. Why? I didn't possess no diamonds, no pearls, so I became one man against the world. Oh God. One man against the world.
For the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. I know the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
Liberites, let's welcome officially to conference party leader, Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Michael Holness.
Equal rights and justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember Bustamante, he served you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
And let's welcome officially also the wife of our Prime Minister, Juliet Holness. And now conference, it's my pleasure to bring to address you the greatest political leader of the last 50 years, Jamaica's greatest Prime Minister. There is no question about Andrew Holness. Conference, let's welcome party leader, Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness.
Boss for every boss, done for every done. Ever militant, so it and so it and. Humble like a lamb, tell them no confusion. Boss for every boss, done for every done. Make them know see I want, so it and
Labor rights. It took me 8 minutes from the top of the road to get into the National Arena. The place full. You have a crowd about 1.5 times the crowd inside here outside. Somebody or something go stir up Labour Party ants nest. My Jamaican family locally and in the diaspora watching this broadcast, friends, dignitaries and observers in the diplomatic corps in attendance, executive members and officers and representatives of the Jamaica Labour Party on the platform. I make special mention of our friends from the Maroon community who are here with us. And you, the faithful Labourites that form the bedrock of the Jamaica Labour Party.
I greet you in the name of our eternal Father, who has blessed our land, who has guarded us with his mighty hand, who has been our light through countless hours of trials, and who grants us the wisdom and the strength to lead this nation to peace and prosperity and victory for the third term. We are a young nation, but as a people, we have been in a long struggle to secure our freedom, political independence, which we have done. Today's struggle is about achieving our economic independence. Our national hero, the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey, believed in achieving economic independence. He said, Jamaica should become the headquarters of a great industrial, commercial, and cultural movement. We want to be able to employ our own people, to build up our own business, to create wealth for ourselves. We must have a people with a self-reliant economic base. We must build the foundations of our economic system. Marcus Garvey would be proud of what this government has achieved today, fulfilling the vision of economic independence. More Jamaicans are employed now than at any time in our history. Our national debt, which was driven up by the PNP, as high as 146% of GDP because of FinSAC, high interest rate policy, and loss-making public bodies. The good management of the Jamaica Labour Party administration has cut the debt in half to 74% of GDP. We have a stable exchange rate backed by the highest central bank reserves ever in the history of Jamaica. We have had consistent growth, and when we have been hit by shocks such as pandemic, storms, and hurricanes, we have been able to recover quickly. This speaks to a new quality of the Jamaican economy developed by this administration, which never existed before, and that is resilience. The ability to withstand shocks and difficulties and recover quickly and even more stronger than before without relying on borrowing or external help. Marcus Garvey would have been proud, very proud of our resilience and self-reliance as a nation and as Jamaicans and Labourites. You can be proud of what your government has achieved. Economic management is a means to an end, ultimately cutting the debt in half, stabilizing the exchange rate, stimulating full employment, must translate into better roads, better housing, better health care, better education, better wages, better garbage collection, improved security, indeed a better quality of life for all Jamaicans. Your government understands this, but your government also understands that you cannot have a sustainably better life without a strong, growing, and resilient economy. However, we would be mistaken to believe that a strong economy by itself will automatically lead to a better quality of life. To get the better quality of life from the good economy, we must be active and strong in pursuing the interests of the people. the people in Troy who were without a bridge for 2 years, the people in Rasta City who waited for their housing development for 5 years. They didn't have to wait because there was no money. We had the revenues from the economy. But what delayed their improved quality of life? What delayed it was bureaucracy, inefficiency. Things just take too long to get done. We have the capital budget, but we don't convert it fast enough into the goods, services, and products that you need. And so, today, as we celebrate our good economic performance, we must now create a laser focus on becoming much more efficient. We must remove the roadblocks, the red tape, the bureaucracy, the unnecessary documentation. We must become more efficient in what we are doing. The theme of our conference is active and strong, delivering on the mission of prosperity for all. I want you to know that as my administration moves to the next chapter in our economic independence journey, in ensuring you get the benefit of a good economy, we will be active and strong in cutting red tape and bureaucracy which holds up and frustrates your prosperity. We are going to be active and strong in removing the legacy requirements and outdated requirements which place a burden on you and increase your cost of living. We will be active and strong in implementing innovative ideas and technologies that increase the efficiency and effectiveness in delivering prosperity. We will be active and strong in ensuring that the vulnerable in our society, the poor in our society, those that have been left out, those that feel frustrated, we are going to be active and strong in ensuring that they too can feel a part of the prosperity train of the Jamaica Labour Party.
JLP cares for Jamaica. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
We care about the people of this country. We pay close attention to what is being said about the cost of living. We didn't create this crisis of cost of living, but we are the government and we take responsibility for steering the ship through difficult and choppy waters. And that is why, Labourites, we have always been the better sailor, the better captain of the ship of Jamaica. Whenever Jamaica faces a crisis, it is the Jamaica Labour Party that is called upon to navigate the difficult times. And we have navigated the difficult times of COVID, of supply chain shocks, of hurricanes and other natural disasters. And we have done it so well that the rest of the world holds up Jamaica as the example of a small country that is doing what is right by its people, ensuring that we are not in debt, ensuring that we have our own resources to stand on our own 2 feet and deal with crises when they occur.
But I'm so sorry, does the rock, they just can't stop me now.
Under our CARE program, we announced the innovative initiative, first time ever in the history of Jamaica, a reverse income tax credit. Some of you inside here already get it. We will be giving back to persons who are self-employed or who are employed $20,000. And already we have given, when we make the payment,
coming up this week, 290,000 Jamaicans would have received the benefit of the reverse income tax credit. 290,000 to be specific. 290,912 Jamaicans have received cash back in their hand. When has that ever happened in the history of Jamaica? It has only happened under the Jamaica Labour Party. And this is to complement the increase in the income tax threshold from 1.5 million to 1.7 million for high income earners. Over 200,000 persons who earn above 1.7 million would benefit from the income tax threshold. We have increased path benefits by 30% in the last budget, and that benefited 236 path beneficiaries. Some of you are inside here, but you imagine 236,000 Jamaicans benefited from that increase. And we did all of this because we understand the impact of food prices, particularly on you. There are a set of persons, however, that we have not fully captured in our Care Give Back program. These persons are not registered on PATH. When we walk in the campaign, we meet some of them. They are not part of our social pension system. They are not part of our NIS system. So they are just there. They're not registered, they're not known, and so they can't take part in the care program that the government is doing. Now, I wish to announce that starting in February, we will open applications for persons 18 years or older who are not registered on PATH, not part of the social pension, not captured anywhere or getting any benefit. They will be subject to a needs assessment by the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, and they will get their $20,000 check like everybody else. But this will also ensure that after they register, they remain on our register, that they get identification, that we can place them permanently on PATH or permanently on the social pension or permanently as NIS beneficiaries. We are going to ensure that every single Jamaican that is in need of help and assessed to be so gets the help they need from the government. We care about your electricity. We care that your electricity costs are a significant part of the cost of living that you face. Everybody complain about their electricity bill. Everybody. It is estimated that only 70% of Jamaican households can afford to pay their electricity bills. So you can understand why we have so much throw. But the people who throw, most of them don't want to throw. What they want is an electricity market, an electricity system that allows them to pay within their economic means. But the system that we have is not designed like that. While we have diversified our fuel sources, built more modern and efficient plants, we have integrated renewables, and by the way, next week, Minister Vaz will announce the winners of the 100 megawatt bid for renewables in Jamaica. In other words, we are increasing significantly renewables on our grid. While we have done all of that, there is still more that can be done to make electricity more affordable to Jamaicans, particularly those Jamaicans who earn minimum wage. Because we care and because we are a capable government, because one thing to say you care but you can't do it. We are a caring government. We are a capable government. It's one thing to say you care and you're capable, you still might not do it. So we are a caring, capable, and active government. We are active in our care for the people. We demonstrate the care that we have for our people. And we're not just active in a weak and